Hello everyone and welcome back to Clair Obscur, the 100% solution, and today we continue. We have now reached Act 3, friends. Last time we finished Act 2, and if you've reached this point, you should definitely focus on learning different pictograms, especially the new ones we've received. In any case, we need painted power. We absolutely need to learn it with everyone, or learn it as quickly as possible and distribute it to everyone. We also do the same with the Picto Cheater. So definitely learn these already and then later be able to distribute them to others. So friends, this is the first tip for this guide and we are starting right away. Today we are getting one of the best swords for Verso wipe, which can already deal about 1 million in damage. And we start right here at the bottom where we came out. We are doing all of this one after the other now. But first friends, we are going to get the first trophy, namely the lost remaining Gestral. We are going to collect them again now, 3 in total, true. And now I'll show you where they are on the map, so feel free to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And then we'll fly directly to the first location. It's right here on the map in this small red forest and at the back on the right. Fly there once preferably and you'll find the next lost Gestral. We are collecting a total of 3 to get the trophy, so fly over there, land here, and you'll already find the next Gestral. And just talk to them first. You can ignore everything else here for now, friends. We're just quickly picking up the Gestral and then continuing from the bottom of the map. So talk to him once and send him back to the camp. We find the next Gestral back here on the island, and since we can fly now, we can of course go there between these two buildings or these two levels. We can fly into the corner back here, and there's a small burned forest and a decayed forest. Here we can land and pick up the next Gestral. It's standing back here in the corner, and as I said, you can ignore everything else for now, friends. Talk to him and send him back to the camp. Yes, indeed, the next friend we find here at the big tower. Between these two buildings here, or these two levels, you will find a huge tower. Simply fly upward as long as possible until you can't anymore. Then you can fly around the tower and you will see a small island where the last Gestral is hidden. And when you talk to him and have followed the guide completely, you should now have all the Gestral and also receive the trophy for it, which we will of course collect here, and then we can make a joyful leap. Once we have completed all of that, we will definitely go back to the camp to Sastro and tell him again that we have brought back all the children. Yes, and he will then give us the corresponding rewards. Namely some Lumina Color, but also a special Pictos that we can only get from him, and with it we can flee every round if we want. The Pictos isn't that great, but okay. Yes, friends, with that we are done here, and now we start again from down here and head over there first. We quickly collected all the Gestral, so now we grab the map from bottom to top and tackle this level back here first. We quickly and efficiently go in there in a very brief manner to collect our reward for the Gestral we spared earlier. And that's why we talk to this hand here. And of course, we don't kill it. At first I thought it was an enemy, but if you talk to it, you'll have a relatively long dialogue with it. You then respond that we will stop Renoir from destroying the canvas, and he gives you 100 Lumina as a reward. But I believe only if you completed the quests before in such a way that you didn't kill the others. Yes, so we take the 100 Lumina with us because we never killed the quest giver, and that's why we can collect them here. Then go back here to the right corner, and there you'll find another journal of Expedition 84. And then we're actually done in this area and have collected everything. Now we continue. And first we want to go into this small red forest here, so we go over and fly there. Here we can now go in, and yes, we haven't been there before. That's why we're going into the red forest for a short while now. And there you'll find a chalice that wants quite a lot of money from you. So Give him all your money. He will really take quite a lot of it. I think it's about 70 or 80,000 chroma, and we gradually give them all the money. So first give them 10 isn't chroma, 10,000, and in the end you have to give him another 50,000 chroma to complete his quest. And of course we also receive a reward for that. As a reward we receive a new Pictos recovery, which is quite good, and also gives you 2,000 health. Then we fly over here to the small island, namely over here on the beach. There is a hidden boss enemy that we couldn't defeat very well before, and that's why the return trip wasn't worth it. So just fly over to this location and you'll locate the guy. We take him down once and deal with him. He shouldn't be a problem anymore. Yes. Kill the guy and you'll receive a new weapon as a reward, which isn't that great. But that's not a big deal. We'll grab the color of the Lumina back here. And with that, we're actually done on this island, and can move on to the next island. It's up here, a floating island, and we're going to go in there. This is the flying casino. That's where we want to go. So travel to this corner, and yes, you'll definitely end up in a flying casino. And if you indeed swing over here with the grappling hook, you'll absolutely see the casino. We can't get in here right now, and you won't be able to get in otherwise either. First walk around the corner to the right and I'll tell you what you need to do here. Go right along here and definitely grab the music album. First and foremost, then proceed to Monoco. And here you should absolutely keep talking to this door. Yes, always try to talk to the door here. And yes, eventually a conversation will indeed take place. And you'll get a secret outfit for Monoco when you talk to the door with him, and that is the special suit. And with that, we are completely done with this level and can simply leave. Next, we will take a flight over to this floating island in the game, and that will be our next main level to visit. And here you should have already learned all the Pictos, or learn them now in this level. This is important for the next video so that you are strong enough, because in the next video we will be killing some boss enemies. But first go into the blood red forest and I'll show you all the locations again. When we arrive at the checkpoint here, we simply glide smoothly through this area just one time and can use the rope in the back area to glide gracefully down here. And then we go further down right over there. I mean, use that rope again right over there and you'll find a Lumina Color waiting for you right up ahead. There's Chroma up there, but we'll collect all of that later. First grab the Lumina Color here and then fly through here. Jump over these posts right here and then you'll emerge at the back where you can climb up this pillar. And up here it continues on. Yes, from here you can simply jump over to the right. Pretty cool anchor hanging in here. And we go in there and yes, pull ourselves up with the magical rope. Once we arrive up here, it continues on and we follow this path here. We can go left here, which is actually the main path, but we don't want to go there just yet. Instead, we initially grab the color of Lumina here, and then we don't follow the main path but go back here. So not this way, but first back in the other direction. We'll go that way later, when it's time at the appropriate moment. So we return back, and yes, from here we will simply go back up here and then proceed along the side path. And here we now see a large statue which we need to activate, and yes, pull out the sword and then defeat the enemies here. So fly up here and pull out the sword. And you'll notice the atmosphere of the level changes a little bit, even the color changes slightly. And now we fly over here and defeat some enemies. Once they are defeated, we get risky parrying, which is a new Pictos, and of course we take it with us a bit more. And from here we can continue on. And now be a little careful, friends. Carefully jump over these planks here. And then safely jump over to the platform, where you can collect another color of the Lumina. If you fall down, it's not too bad. But make sure to return here to activate the magic rope again, so you have a shortcut. Back to the first checkpoint. That's where we are now. And we can continue from here. Yes, take a short rest, and then we actually go back again. Before we do that, we see the rope over there again, and fly back up here. And when we arrive up here, we follow this path back again. Specifically, we jump down here once, right at this beam. But it's important that you unlock the rope beforehand so that you have the shortcut. Just let yourself fall down here, and there's something to collect down here. To the right in the corner there's a shiny Chroma Catalyst, and here we can pull out the next sword. Yes, now the level turns black and white a bit in this style, and we just continue flying through and the next enemies appear right away. It stays like this for now. Once you've taken them down, you crawl through here and you're back at the starting round. Go ahead and take down the enemy here. It doesn't give anything special, but it bothers us a bit. We then fly back to the left to this rope and can return up to the first checkpoint. And to the left here, there is still, yes, a small cave. We very quickly go in there, carefully take out the enemy here and grab the chroma that is available here in the cave that is located. So grab that, crawl back out safely and use the rope to get back up to the first checkpoint and securely. And when you arrive here, turn to the left and then follow this small path cautiously where the knight is waiting. We quickly take him out and can collect another chroma here. If we walk along here carefully and then jump down cautiously to the back right, we find the chroma there and take it with us safely. So here, chroma 5435. We take those with us and then we can climb back up here and return to the first checkpoint. So just go back here, use the grappling hook, and then you're back on track and can go to the checkpoint and use it once. And from here, we use the rope again, which we unlocked as a shortcut, go back up here. And now we carefully jump over these beams again, and come out on the other side over here. Feel free to take out the enemies here, they don't give anything, but at least you'll have a bit of space. Use the grappling hook and you'll come back over here to the first statue. And now we need to light another statue, so we simply go back this way and thus return to the main path. So follow this path here once, and before you turn right down here to get to the main path, go this way first and turn left here. There are a few platforms here again. We can just jump over them and collect something over there. Take out the enemy here. He doesn't give anything, but ultimately he's just annoying us. That's why we take him out and grab the color of the Lumina here. Then turn around and go back, and you'll get back to the main path there, and you can continue through. So jump back here and follow this path, and yes, then you're on the main path and you can collect something back here in the left corner. Hit the crates here once, back in the corner, and there's another Chroma Catalyst. Then we jump back and are right at the next checkpoint. Upon reaching the checkpoint, we turn around and fly up this rock wall on the back right. And here we can already see the last statue, where we need to pull out the sword again. And now thankfully it becomes colorful again. It was quite annoying. Yes, just fly back again. You don't need to go around. That just brings you back to the beginning. It doesn't make sense. Just go back and up here, yes, touch this red gooey stuff. And then the next boss fight takes place here. Friends, we take him down and of course receive our reward for it. It shouldn't be an issue. And yes, now we get one of the best weapons for Verso, which you should definitely equip right away, because we will need it in the next video. Make sure to take it from the center here, nicely presented, and we grab it. And yes, friends, this thing is really good, and you can deal significant damage to Verso with it. So definitely upgrade this piece because when you use this weapon with Verso, you start directly in S rank, and of course you also act quickly in S rank, so like always. And yes, the downside is that you can't be healed, but starting in S rank and having new AP right away is incredibly powerful. And you can now deal significant damage with Verso friends. So until the next episode, I'll show you how it works again, and we'll see each other in the next guide. Feel free to give a thumbs up and see you next time.